Okay, 45 minutes later, I finished my cuts on the main part of the project. I'm not going to even bother to do the other cuts tonight. However, I've got my bracket made, roughly the shape of this. What this size 38 inches long, and this is I believe it's like 28 and a half with the generator, plus a little wiggle room for the sidewalls. I'm going to make so that the wheels don't have any. I'm building like a tray. This is these greatly exaggerated. These legs are probably a lot shorter. To probably be only like 2 inches tall. But to keep there'll be straps holding it down, but I don't want any lateral movement. Just the thing of there'll be 2 inch lips on the front and the back as well, and then there'll be metal bars across, and then some sheet steel, so that anything falls out of the generator or any loose parts, it'll hopefully remain contained in there. Hopefully, I don't have anything fall off. Let me try to get. Hopefully, I don't have anything fall off in there. Yeah. I am trying to slow down my iambic pentameter. I get a little bit enthused and let it rush my speech patterns. I had that problem for a long time, especially when it's like Spanish speakers tend to speak a lot more rapidly than English speakers. I've been told my whole life, unlike my dad who says my whole life, you've done that shit for 3 fucking years. Not a bad thing. It's just how he was. And he really pissed people off a lot when he said that shit. And when he says he's been doing something his whole life, and he's doing it in like 3 years, and he's talking to somebody who has been doing that thing the whole life. Sidebar. Um, my middle name is after Angel Gonzalez, so vice president of Mitsubishi Corporation in Brevard, North Carolina. He was friends with my grandfather in Cuba. He's actually in the old folks home right now. He's kept Alzheimer's bad. I would like to see him one more time with him in his faculties. He was one of the people who instilled the love of science. He gave me a pen. It's about that fat, shape, size of a pen. It was a 20 times magnifying microscope, and it had like a little scoop on the end. It's like kind of like a spoon like that in the end, for the light to be gathered like this, and then you would sight out to the barrel of the pen that way. I wish I still had that. Matter of fact, I think I might try to find one because that's one of those things that one of my brother's friends, or more than likely, no, I lost that shit way before. See, I don't try to put shit on people, unlike some people who tried to say I stole her fucking checkbook. Why the fuck would I steal your goddamn checkbook? Why the fuck would I need your goddamn checkbook? I was making $27,000 a month. The most you might have in your account was $300 or $400 at any one time. I know where you work at. I know what you're making. I know what your expenditures were, and your habits. You're fucking pill popper, and you spend all kinds of money on weed, and then you have a child to support. Yeah, there's no way I stole your fucking checkbook. You're out of your fucking mind. You're fucking delusional. If you think I had a need or a want to steal your fucking checkbook. Anyhow, I got most of it done except for 4 out of 8 welds. No, 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 no. One, two, three, four. 1, 2, 3, 8 welds, and I'm missing. Yeah, no, I did the top, so I'm only missing the outside and top. 3. I'm missing 3, and then I'll be through with the shape of this, and then tomorrow I'll measure my cross braces out, and I think I want to. It's 34 inches and 5/8 from the back of the generator to the front of the generator, being the back of the truck, the part that extends over the ground, where I'm going to have a 2-inch square quarter-inch stock come up there at an angle, and I'll cut those angles appropriately so that the 19 inches that are sticking out here don't create a lever arm and pull this end off of the inside part of the bumper. So I just lost my train of thought. It's been a long day, but yeah, I'm going to try to. It's 10:21 right now. That means I have 90 minutes to recreate. So I'm gonna, when I get off of here, I'm gonna go up, pull the generator in. I mean the generator. Pull the welder in. Well, I quit because I think that the steel needed time to cool off and the generator needed time to cool off. So I think I should very much finish that and call that part done for the night. And then tomorrow I'll work on getting the under bracing, and I'll measure the right inside. The left anchor inside L bracket for that. And then when I am sure everything's fine, I will, after I get my cross bracing done, I'll put the thing mocked up, and then I will dry fit everything and then tack weld it into place, then pull everything out. Now, this is after I also add the additional L brackets on the outside of the 3x4 to square it up. And then now I've been thinking I might actually put the U bracket on there first, like that, because then I can weld along the inside of that, and then put the L bracket here, and have here, here, and here, all 4 points. Is, yeah, that's going to be my mode of attack. That's for sure. That is for sure. Um, hey, let me know if you think I speak. Uh, let Sometimes I like to speak like a Southerner because it slows my end back. I grew up around here too, so I have permission to speak slow over the drawl, because we came back here when I was in the 4th grade. No, I passed the 4th grade in Miami, and we left here when I was in the 2nd grade, and then we went to Miami. No, no, no. I came back in this. Shoot, I don't even remember now. Okay, 2nd grade with Mrs. Webb in Candler Elementary, and my stepmom, I call a mother because she raised me as her own. God bless her soul. Love her, love her. I wish she could be here right now. Things would have been probably a lot different. And I had planned to have her, my mom, for my teacher in the third grade. Well, come now find out years later that wouldn't happen. I would have had they call that a conflict of interest. I don't see that as a conflict of interest. If anything, that would make her more of a better teacher for me than anybody else. Oh, favoritism. Oh, she would have spent more time with me than the rest of the class. Well, I'm her son. She should. Um, I wouldn't expect her to give me A's when I was only earning C's. I would never want that kind of favoritism. So then we left and we went to Miami. Got an apartment on Bird Road. I don't remember how long we stayed there. Had a black girlfriend. She almost cut her pinky toe off on my. I had a solid metal 18-wheeler car hauler, and the part that goes down like this, lifting the floor of the car. She stepped on it, and almost cut her pinky off. That's when her dad says we could never see each other anymore. Oh, so then I think we stayed there a year and a half, and then Dad parlayed some money from Granddad to buy a condominium. We lived in apartments on Bird Road, and that was where I sold TV tempos. I came home one day with $85. My mom had a good job. She was making $5 an hour. I made more than twice her wage. She should have encouraged this. She should have just quit her job and went into business with me. She took that money and threw it down the road. She was so angry that I got home at dinner time, 6 p.m. I could have got kidnapped. Or who knows? Yeah. Those were the times. Then we moved to the condominiums where there was a pool across the street. I think we were there until 1978. When my baby brother was 3. This dude followed me all the way to school one day. He knew at 3 years old how to walk a mile and a half to my school. And I had to take him back home because my parents are at work, and they called him and said, "Can you just get him to walk him back home?" And I did. And then another time, about 3.5 years old, we couldn't find him. This kid was in diapers, out in the family car with the engine running, the radio turned up, smoking cigarettes. Oh, oh, good times. Yeah. And then it might have been 79 when we moved back up here. And because the murders were getting bad, the drug wars had left Bogota, and they came to Miami. All that shit you saw in Scarface, that shit was for fucking real. And we were caught up with that shit. And we knew one of the major players as Manuel Garcia. I remember his name very well. He got busted with, I don't remember the exact count, but it was like 30,000 hits of Quaaludes, 40,000 Reds, whatever those are, 50 kilos of cocaine, and he was supposed to go away for a long time. And then my little brother, while nobody was paying attention, went up and opened the car door to the cop car where the guy was sitting there with handcuffs on. He was out 45 minutes later. Nothing ever happened to this guy. He had way too much money, way too much influence. Like I said, he was 3 people away from Pablo Escobar. 3 people. People like that don't see jail. Money, money, plata, oro, feria. You know, and Dad's called him a few times through the years, and he had his phone number somewhere. I've got Dad's phone book somewhere. I'd like to call him, see if he's probably, let's see, 1978, he was in his 20s. I was 10, 15. He's probably 70 years old or 60, late 60s. He taught me how to dynamite fish. We went fishing with dynamite when I was 12 years old or 10. 10. Okay, that fixes it. Yeah. 12 year 12 years old, and I had a girlfriend that was 25. Smoking hot. Oh my God. And I didn't have cocaine. I was just a place where cocaine was at. Yeah, we made out a lot. Then we went. Okay, so sixth grade, I would have been 11. Nope, because I failed fourth grade. That's right. I failed fourth grade. I did that twice. So I was 12. It was 1982. Late 1982, 1983, when we came up here and we moved into a house that we rented, 259 Haywood Road in Asheville, North Carolina. No longer exists. It was right up the street from Shane Brown. And that's the one me and him used to think we were ninjas and go running across in ninja costumes all across downtown for about a year, year and a half. How do I get into all this shit? I mean, not that how they get into doing those things, but like, how did they get to this long out? I'll watch the video later. I go off. I'm easy for me to go off on tangents, and I can do it easily. I've got a lot of stories to tell. And they're all good. Never hurt anybody. Well, nobody didn't deserve it. I mean, really, unless they attacked me. I never instigated a fight between me and another person. Yeah, I was a really bad gossip in my early 20s, and I got shit started. You know what? They already had bad blood anyways, so I like to stir the shit every now and then just to smell the shit. You know, I got over it. I got over it. I did. Um, Anyways, here I am, and looking like this rate probably going to definitely be done by late Tuesday, Wednesday. I'm gonna. I think I might take off. I want. Well, let me message this woman. See what she's doing. I can't. I can't go all up to West Virginia. It cost me $1,000. Plus, I sold the car. But I still want to get my ice cream on. So it's a 6 hour drive. I can go up there for 3 days. So if I sell the car Tuesday, I'll go up there to Friday. I'll lose another week for fucking ice cream sales. I really need to see this woman. At least one more time. For her sake and mine. She says she's dying. Well, she's been saying that for like a year and a half, but I'm not sure how serious it's going right now. I usually visit her every 2 or 3 months, and usually like for like a week or so at a time. Week or so, usually 10 to 14, 15 days. So yeah, might as well say 2 weeks. That's probably another big reason why the partnership between me and James ultimately failed a little bit. I like working a lot, but hey, I like enjoying the fruits of my labor too. And yeah, work 4 weeks, take a week off. Work 4 weeks, take 2 weeks off. Work 3 weeks, take 2 weeks off. A lot like that. Shit, one time I worked 6 weeks and then took 6 weeks off. Yep. And I still had truck payments to make, and I always made my truck payments. Anyhow, it's 10:36. I'm going to jump off of here. And mind you, when I tell stories, they're all true. They're all true. I'm not that creative. I don't know how to make up. I mean, if I were writing my dreams down, those would be all fantastic yarns. But they happen somewhere. They happen in my head. They're real stories. I cannot lucidly. I'm not that good at lucidly being creative in that manner. Now, can I sit down and draw things that are not real? Yeah, I could sit here and draw a picture of me in oil, um, wearing a top hat, and smoking a pipe, wearing a tuxedo. It wouldn't be that hard. I do tend to like watercolors and acrylics better. I've only dabbled to oil 2 or 3 times. That shit's highly expensive. Lot of prep work. Now I got a lot of artist friends in Sarasota, Florida that I should go visit. I haven't fucking visited. I've been back to Sarasota a few times, but I didn't visit friends. And if you ever see this video, I apologize. Life caught up with me. I last saw you when I left Sarasota in 1997. God bless. I need to take 2 or 3 months just to go to Sarasota. I need to spend like 2 years just traveling, catching up with my peeps, and being creative. More reasons for Tiny Dog Circus happen. They can take me wherever I want and let me have my creative outlets. I can take my welding studio with me and do that while the circus part will only take me, my part in the show, and I only plan on doing hour and 15-minute shows. So I'll probably work 30 minutes a show. And then I'll have other laborers to take care of all the other slack. I'm not going to do any props handling because I'm a performer. Not that handling props is below me. I ran props many times. I was probably in the top 20% of the echelon of props handlers. I got tipped really good. And I know a lot of performers out there that appreciated my hustle, my ability to move about briskly. But I did so without attracting attention to myself. I always humbled myself under the performer. Well, there's a reason why props handlers wear all black, because the lights are subdued and you kind of want to blend into the background a lot. Now, when I was a clown, I was in the foreground. I knew how to make myself bigger than life, as one should when you're a performer. Alas, poor Yurik. Oh, I need a skull in my hand when I do that, right? Alas, poor Yurik. I knew him well. He bore me upon his shoulders 1,000 times. And I should know these lines quite profusely, but I do not. And I do digress, because I'm not a Shakespearean actor. Nor do I care to be. I am just me. Your humble servant. Anyways, peace. Love you. Even the haters, even though you don't deserve it. Gotta forgive. And by forgiving, I heal myself. By forgiving, I allow you to go away. I release you from your bond from me. We can go two different ways. I'm not going to let you have rent in my head. I have my happiness and my peace and my tranquility. Good night.